you've worked with a lot of people and kind of helped them with their skin journey. Is there a crazy story where you saw that transformation kick in?
Yeah, well, I will say that with food changes, you can actually start to see changes in 3 days. I'm serious. 3 days, you can start to see changes. If you're eating a pro-inflammatory diet and you switch to an anti-inflammatory diet that's full of nutrient-dense foods, within 3 days, you're going to start to see your inflammation go down, the redness go down, the bumps go down. Your skin is not going to be 100% clear, but it will be significantly improved. And that often gives people the encouragement to keep going. And typically for most people, within 30 to 90 days, you can clear your skin.
And what is that diet looking like?
So first, it's a lot of nutrient-dense foods. So it's making sure that we're eating all of our vitamins and minerals, as well as our macronutrients. We're getting enough protein, enough healthy fat, and enough complex carbs. So that's part of it. The second part is keeping our blood sugar stable. So this doesn't mean that we can never eat dessert or sweet things. Of course not. It's just we're smart about it. So instead of snacking on sweets in the middle of meals, we save sweets for the end of meals, and that helps to keep your blood sugar more balanced. Or just the way that we combine our plate. In the US, and I was guilty of this before, sometimes our plate would just be carbohydrates. Like if you just eat a big plate of pasta or a huge sandwich or something like that, where it's basically just carbohydrates, there's no protein, there's no vegetables. We need to shift that because that is just not great for your blood sugar. So keeping your blood sugar stable, that's really important. And getting variety, also nourishing the gut. So a lot of times with skin issues, this includes psoriasis, eczema, rosacea, and of course acne, is starting in the gut. So what the science shows is that acne patients tend to lack certain good bacteria in the gut, specifically the lactobacillus and the bifidobacteria strains. And so when we add those strains back in, that helps to improve the function of the gut, improve regularity, get rid of bloating also, and it actually can help to clear the skin from within. And so it is important that we are nourishing the gut. So we do that through both fermented foods, traditionally fermented foods.
And fiber.
Fiber, exactly. Fiber is very important for nourishing the gut and fueling the bacteria. So the fiber actually acts as the food or the fuel for the probiotics, for the good bacteria in the gut. So it's very important.
I'm trying to stay on track.
Yes. So yeah, it's important we're nourishing the gut. And that's kind of the bulk of it. It's eliminating or reducing processed foods. Not that you can never have processed foods, but we just want to make that the minority and not the majority of the diet.
So what about hormonal acne? This is not something that I think women were dealing with so much before. But I think now there's so many women dealing with adult acne. What is the cause for this?
Well, there are a lot of causes, and you bring up a good point that today people are struggling with acne more now than ever before. And if we look historically and even cross-culturally, like acne was not as big of an issue as it is now. And I think it has to do with a few things in terms of hormonal acne. I think we're a lot more stressed, and stress affects our hormones. I think that we are exposed to a lot more chemicals. There are a lot of different, whether it's in our personal care products or our home cleaning products or whatever it is, these can all disrupt the hormones. Our food. We tend to, when we're really busy, we tend to reach for more sugary foods or less nutritious options, which can take a toll on it. If we're not sleeping well, that can take a toll on our hormones. So there's so many factors in our modern life that can take a toll on our hormones. And surprisingly, I need to bring it back to the gut. Our gut, if you're constipated, that can actually contribute to hormonal acne and hormonal issues. Because the way that the body gets rid of excess hormones is actually through the stool. So if you're not eliminating regularly, daily, then those hormones that were broken down can actually get reabsorbed into the bloodstream and contribute to imbalances.
What are 3 things someone can do daily to help with gut health?
So number 1 would be to be active, because movement actually just helps with that.
Oh my God, but we're just like, even me, I'm just on my laptop, I'm on my phone.
I know, it's hard. Even if you can just walk, maybe it's just 10 minutes in the morning, 10 minutes before bed, or, 10 minutes after a meal. It doesn't have to be a whole exercise class for 60 minutes, but try to add some movement into your day. That can help. Secondly, A big thing would be to reduce our sugar intake
Okay.
because refined sugar is not great for our gut. It actually kills off some of the good bacteria, and then the more pro-inflammatory bacteria can proliferate. So we don't want that. And then thirdly, we want to be taking in probiotics. So whether that's through fermented foods daily, and that could include things like pickles, yogurts, or miso, for example. There's so many different fermented foods that we can eat, or taking a probiotic supplement, because we need to replenish those good bacteria in one way or another. There's so many things in our daily lifestyle, modern lifestyle, that kind of deplete our gut bacteria. We really need to make sure that we're replenishing them.